got some skilled players all around, but it's, yes, these guys, you know, from the top trophy clans in the game, so we should be expecting to see some of the top gameplay.
Yeah, and CERise has been playing for a while, obviously, in the regular base as well as builders base, and then now we've got WiCkeDTik up here, who's only been playing since it came out.
Yeah, but apparently WiCkeDTik was a competitive video game player for years, so he's got that experience, and really I think what brought him back was this real-time 2v2, that just the way it's got an esports feel to it.
Oh yeah, very, very fast-paced. Knowing that someone else is attacking your base at the same time can be a lot. So we'll see how CERise defends here as WiCkeDTik gets his first attack underway. Looks like he's got a couple of Night Witches, baby dragons in there.
Yeah, he was talking about this attack a lot this week, trying to use the baby dragons, but we'll see if he's going to make any changes. I love the fact that they've got such a long period of time to break down the base, but nothing compared to the week they had to build these bases. They get 60 seconds to try to figure out how to break them down.
Yeah, so coming down to the match is about to start. He's going to start off with the baby dragons. So we went 2 camps dragons, 2 camps Night Witches. And he's just going to look like he's clearing out this bottom side, maybe going to save his battle machine to go in there and tank for those Night Witches.
Yep, and look at the way he's keeping that tantrum going. He's deployed them just far enough apart that until the last 2 there joined on the single cannon, every single baby dragon was using that tantrum ability.
Right, now he's done a good job of clearing this out, obviously. I believe that his battle machine is going to target the wall, try and get through that, but that double cannon is over there. They weren't able to take that down, and that's one of the worst things for your battle machine.
It is. Here come the witches in the corner. That was a good deployment right there, just because the path that the battle machine took will clear out any bomb risk for the witches as they close in.
The roaster looks like it is doing a very good job of holding up to its names, roasting all of those bats down as they get in there. The battle machine is at about half health, but he's going to have his ability again. And the Night Witches are patrolling around the side.
Oh, they got hit by the multi-mortar. That's the Night Witches' bane.
He's on the builder's hall.
They're on the way. Oh, yes, got the Builder's Hall down for the first star.
Builder's Hall is down. Night Witches are still working their way around.
Oh, look at those bats come out.
Some work.
Oh, man.
Are they going to get the Crusher? Oh, they're going to get the Crusher and move their way on. So 48 1 star. Well, it was looking like he might get a little bit more there for a second.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. The witches are so fragile. They don't have a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
And once you lose those tanks like that, it's devastation. And the multi-mortar, oh, man, it really rains down just destruction on those poor witches.
It takes them out very, very quickly. So now we are going to see CERise attacking. I'm interested to see WiCkeDTik's base here and see what he's going with. Maybe a lot of compartments, one big compartment in the middle. It's going to be good to see.
Exactly. I'm excited about WiCkeDTik because he's been talking a lot about base design, even more so than most of these players this week. He's really been focused on defense. So I can't wait to see what he's got set up. I really like that first base we saw from Judo Sloth with the empty compartments. There we go.
Oh,
and
plan
a
B
little
at
bit
the
of
bottom.
Advertisement and a big compartment in the center right there.
Big compartment in there. It looks like he's got his crushers on the bottom, so the top side doesn't seem to have too much splash damage besides that mortar and that roaster.
Exactly. So it's really, you've got to either look at trying to attack on a far side of the ground defenses or the air defenses. You can see the air bomb's pretty well focused towards the center, towards the core, and the roaster as well.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of archers in here. We haven't seen archers yet, have we?
No, but I've seen this strategy used a lot over the past week or so. Guys using massive amounts of archers just like this. He's got all 4 archer camps.
Wow.
And what they do is they'll bring in archers and use them to pick off individual defenses.
Right.
And then sometimes if they got enough of those defenses out of there, the battle machine can just come in and wreak havoc.
Right, and again, this is a benefit that CERise has, being able to watch WiCkeDTik attack first. Now he knows if he gets 50%, he's good to go.
Yep, and here we go. Exactly right here. You can see those using that cloaked ability. They're going to get all the way through that archer tower before they even are exposed. And they've got the job done, and this is what we're talking about. This is where you see the translation from clan war skills, that ability to focus specific troops on specific structures, just breaking it down to individual defenses, individual tiles.
And knowing the amount of damage that he does, he knows that all he needs is 2 archers to take out that double cannon, take out that archer tower, and then this side over here is going to be clear, because again, the mortar is far away. So I don't know if the mortar's definitely not going to reach the bottom part of the base.
Exactly, and that's the archers can become exposed down there. They're just out of range because the double cannon does much more damage than a single cannon, but it's got shorter range.
Right.
So you can see the archers just kind of wrecking everything at the bottom of the base.
Yeah, he's got 2 full more camps. He's got another 7 in that third one. And he's slowly just working his way around. He's got 2 minutes, so there's no need to rush.
Exactly. He's got plenty of time. And again, he's looking at, was it 48% on that first attack?
I believe that was it.
It's going to be all about the percentages right here. And we'll see where he's planning on dropping that battle machine. Now he's going to have to deal with the guard post, the guard hut units there on the left-hand side as they patrol around.
There goes that other cannon though, so he only has one double cannon and then the regular cannon as well. Obviously, both of his archer towers still left, but he's got a good amount of archers that can come in here on the right side, going in to take out that Tesla.
Check it out on the Tesla, exactly. Once again, using that cloak ability, and it goes down, and he's probably going to do the same.
Some free shots on the double cannon. There it is.
So again, he's got plenty of swag units left, getting a little bit of an advantage, not having to deal with focusing on the Builder's Hall. He's got the win right here, and he never even used the battle machine.
No, it's very interesting seeing that he did, in fact, decide to just go for percentages. No need to rush into the core, just slowly pick off things and take your time.
Yep, so he's got the victory, and that's, that's the interesting thing. It's so different than the way we're playing at home. We don't have that advantage, and you end up focusing and worrying about what's happening on the other side. You go in, if your attack ends first, you can go in and watch the opponent still attacking. And I love that one of the update facets was the ability to watch the other player attack.
That definitely makes it a lot of fun. But here, again, I feel like they have a little bit of an advantage, obviously knowing what happened before. But this looks like it's going to be coming to an end. That roaster and that mortar are going to go ahead and focus on those archers. So we're going to finish this up at 62% one star.
All right. All right, so there you go, 62% one star. So the first round
goes to
CERise. So
now
again,
he actually has another attack right now, right?
That's right, yeah. So CERise comes right back. He attacks first, and obviously that's just keeping it fair because I think there is a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, there definitely is. Yep, so now with WiCkeDTik being able to see this attack, he's going to know when his comes up what he needs to do.
Exactly. And again, best of 3, you guys, in the quarterfinals. The semifinals, also best of 3. Then the finals and that bronze medal match, the match for 3rd and 4th place, will be best of 5.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing underway as CERise looks at the base, figures out what he is going to do.
Ooh, another big,
very
big
stretched out base.
Yeah.
There's a lot of free percentage up at the top, but again, that wall is going to put all of his archers out of range, so he's probably going to go with a different strategy here since he doesn't know how much he needs.
Exactly. I mean, he's got 32 archers queued up right now, but how they'll behave, again, dealing with that wall on the far left like that.
Right.
And I like this. I love seeing these unique bases like this. And obviously, these guys have only 60 seconds to try to figure out exactly how they want to approach this. Looks like the old beta minion, the meta minion.
There it is, the meta minion attack with 2 camps of dragons and all of those minions in there to come in and do some good damage and clean some buildings up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people called this the meta minion attack because a lot of players were using this at Builder Hall 5. I would definitely think that at Builder Hall 6, the meta, like from what we've seen so far, it's completely different. I mean,
we've seen a lot of different attacks so far.
You have to have the ability to switch things up based upon the base layout. And again, that's what makes it so interesting.
Right, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and just pick up some free percentage. He's got the laboratory at the top. Looks like that minion down at the bottom is in range of the firecrackers and that long-range archer tower.
Exactly, so the archer towers, again, you see the short ones towards the outside have much shorter range to do that higher DPS, firing those arrows much more quickly.
Right. So it's going to be interesting if he does go in the top. I believe at the top of the base, he's not going to have to worry about that short-range archer tower doing anything. He's going to go all in from the top.
Here come all the minions. Watch out for those air bombs.
Scorcher. There go the air bombs. It looks like Wicked might have predicted some sort of air attack from the top with that air mine up there, but he's coming in pretty heavy here. Doesn't have his battle machine down yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does with that in the end because he's got to go for this Builder's Hall, I would say.
Exactly. He wants that Builder Hall, and he's got the air bombs just wiping out minions and the dragons right there. The roaster finishing out that dragon, so those minions have no protection from the air bombs.
Oh, they almost have it down. They should get it down right there, and then that last
the first star.
Nice. There's the first star, 50%, continuing to work his way in, but I don't know if the battle machine is going to be able to get in there and take out the Builder's Hall.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, there's a lot of factors that are involved here. The battle machine deployed, of course, on the left.
In the top.
It's going to be out of range of any defenses through both layers of walls, but will it target, say, the gem mine down
or
here?
Or the elixir collector up at the top.
Exactly. We'll see once it gets through that wall where it's going to go. And then even if it does go through, it's going to have to deal with those barbarians.
So they might actually pull him towards the wall. It looks like he...
Oh, wow. He kind of made a little bit of a turn.
It looked like a little
So I think CERise is happy about this. He's got a good shot right here.
Here they come.
And here come the barbs. And that's actually good. The barbs have pathed out. So he's going to deal with the barbs before he's engaged with Crusher. And that's a big advantage for CERise right there.
And that Crusher is actually pretty low in health. Those baby dragons and minions were able to take it down. So as long as he gets there, takes it out and it doesn't go towards the guard post or anything else. And I think that he should be pretty good.
No, I'm calling 2-star for sure right here.
Oh,
It's definitely, although the caster's jinx could
Caster's
change things,
jinx.
but it looks like this should be a 2-star. He goes through the crusher.
Here he goes, heading in. Nah, he's
shot.
going to
Oh,
take
it's
that
gonna take
crusher
another
out
one.
in 2 shots. Oh, he is going to the guard post first. Now he's
Here it
going to work
comes.
his way towards
All right.
the builder saw. He's got to use that ability,
Yep.
and he's good to go.
Oh, yeah. So there's another ability, and that's going to just
There
one
we
more
go.
shot. Second star.
Still working his way
yeah,
around.
he's not done yet.
He might even get
Crowd's
back to
excited.
another ability.
Yeah, CERise is pumping up the crowd, and you're right. It's going to be a race to get this next ability.
Come on,
It's
come
gonna
on,
be
come
close.
on.
Can he get it? And he's got another ability.
No more double cannons
Wow.
to do any damage. He's going
Yep.
to get that
Nice,
extra
68.
68%. 68% 2-star there. That's going to be a heavy one
Yeah.
for WiCkeDTik to have to deal with. Now he knows he has to get that builder saw.
Exactly. That was well planned out, and that's one of the cool things about these attacks is they can really be drawn out like that.
Yeah.
I mean, these attacks don't take the full 3 minutes, and when you're doing something like that, you've got the time to deploy the battle machine late, let it go through, and especially when you've cleared so many defenses out like that.
Now, I wish that I had that gift of being patient. For me, I just get bored and I put everything down. Clearly, it doesn't end up working too well for me, but you can see CERise and his patience there really, really paid off for him in the end.
I think I saw one of your iPads, actually, you wrote, like, play slow
down.
right at the
Play
bottom,
down,
right?
slow down. I always say it.
It's key. It's key in a lot of games, and especially here now.
Being patient, because you do have so much time that you really don't, there's no need to rush. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. Again, CERise is defending here. Wicked knows what he has to do. 68% 2-star. He's got to get it done.
Yep, so WiCkeDTik now on the response. And so far he's got well, that's the camps from the first attack.
Previous attack.
And he does have to change up at least one camp in his next attack.
Right.
So that's one of the rules here.
Yep, so they can't attack with the same army camp 2 attacks in a row.
Right. So it does allow us to see a little bit of diversity of attacks, and he's put some cannon carts in there.
Here
I
we
like
go.
it.
Cannon carts, we haven't seen those used. I don't think we've seen those used at all. Maybe Klaus used them earlier to get in over the wall, but
yeah, maybe there was one attack, but I like the cannon cart. I think it's so cool. It's so unique, and it's just fun. If it's well used, if it's protected well by tanks,
well is the
they
biggest
can
thing.
really put out a lot of damage.
So he's still clicking around here. He's got 3 seconds until it starts, but obviously he doesn't have to start right when it runs out. He can take his time.
Exactly.
He's got those 3 minutes to make sure he plays right. Now he's going with the same attack.
Yep. So he's gone with the baby dragons and the beta minions. And again, like you were talking about earlier, he's going to pick stuff off in the beginning. But you'll notice that all 3 archer towers are set to longer range. So he's not going to be able to get much with the outside minions.
They're not going to do as much damage, but they will be able to reach the troops before the troops can reach the archer tower.
All right, so he's got a little bit of a kill squad out here on the left-hand side. Right-hand side, he's using small groups, single baby dragon, and a few beta minions.
Right now, the thing that you'll notice that is a little unfortunate is obviously the baby dragon doesn't have its ability when there are minions around it, so they're not going to be raged up. But obviously the damage from the minions helps out a good bit.
Yep, and you can see the archer tower on the left. Oh man, it's just one shot shy of going down.
There it goes.
And that takes it down. So one archer tower down. The one on the right, not quite as much success over there. It's still got a lot of health.
Yeah, so but if he takes it, that one on the bottom left went in range of the firecracker. I was going to see if he took his time there, he'd be able to take out that double cannon as well, because that's going to be the thing that takes out his battle machine as he comes in from the bottom here.
You can tell he's carving a path in with the battle machine. Now the battle machine's going to go elixir storage, gem mine, and then probably cut into the wall.
But this cannon's not going to be touched. That double cannon is barely going to go down. And that baby dragon, if only it could come down to help take out that cannon that has like 2% health.
Exactly.
I think it's gonna work a little better.
And now you can tell the pathing here leaves the builder's hall deeply embedded. There's at least 3 to 5 structures that are going to have to go down before the battle machine even looks at the builder's hall.
He's getting roasted right now. He's sitting at 42%. And looks like he's going to be able to use that ability one more time, but he is stuck on that wall.
Those level 6 walls, so tough.
So tough, and that roaster, of course, is just as tough, and there it goes.
Wow. So that's it, you guys. That's CERise advancing to the semifinals.
That's CERise
picking up a 2-0 win over WiCkeDTik.
Nice.
All right. CERise riling up the crowd there. He's super excited. He's got that victory, and he advanced.